it's really important to focus on your passion actually in your personal statement. You need to focus on the qualities that you bring, but also why you've come to that decision to go into that profession. For my example, it's going into nursing. Why did I want to be a nurse? And it was very much that it was focusing around that person-centeredness and looking after patients, but you need to show that passion and why you've come to that decision, because our tutors are top of that field and they're passionate as well.
I think work experience is so important in relation to making sure your chosen career path is right for you, but also in making sure that you have that initial skill set to enter university, ready to build upon what you already have in the 3 years to become that fantastic graduate.
I looked mainly about all the things that I was doing at the moment, so my voluntary work, my part-time job, work at school that I was doing on top of my studies as well. I think it's really important to focus on all the different elements that you're doing and not just the academic side. I contacted my tutors to ask for my references, but I also had to speak to friends and family and ask them what they thought my skill sets were, because I think sometimes you don't think about yourself in the same context as how other people see you. And I actually had to ask friends and family as well to do a lot of proofreading for me for my personal statement to make sure that it was on point for my application.
Skills and qualities are so important, and to get yourself across as a whole person in your application is exactly what the tutors want. So I wrote my whole personal statement based on where I saw myself in 10 years. I think it's really important to see university as that door that will open the opportunities for your career. So when I was writing it, I was thinking about the posts I'd like to be in, but not just that, where I would like to be within that career. So not just maybe where I start, but where I want to progress onto as well.
So I was really interested in trauma care. I did a lot of reading on journals and books around that area to show that passion, and that's where I was aiming for.
I think my biggest piece of advice is to just not see the application process as a barrier. Yes, it is a really big deal and people do get very stressed over it, but it's about to open a door to the next 3 years of your life at university, and university is fantastic.
I would actually go to all the open days within the universities and get that whole picture of the university and actually see whether it's where I want to be. And then when applying, think about where you actually think you're going to have the best experience, and that's where you want to apply.
That's exactly what I did, Zoe, when I chose the University of Cumbria, and I had the best 3 years of my life.